Hey, what's up, everybody? Talking about today, and today we're going to be talking about an aspect of the game that I think has been lacking for a pretty long time, actually, and that is murmurs. For the most part, murmurs have always been pretty one-sided as to what most people would pick. Ardor, right? And so today we're going to be going over the murmur path idea, right? Which was actually suggested to Ark, and Ark actually messed with it. He did mess with the idea of murmurs getting more, especially talents, right? But I think we can make it a little bit more interesting and have more build diversity with like murmur paths or like specific evolutions that you can take your murmur down upon, right? So think about it like in One Piece, how there's like different types of hockey, right? And there's like different things you can specialize in. I thought this idea would be pretty cool for murmurs, right? So like for example, with Ardor, you can have like the scream path where your talent slash ability is murmur, you know, Ardor scream, right? Now for Tacit, there's like two separate ideas I thought that was even cooler, right? That you can like maybe pick your path depending on how you learn your Tacit, right? So maybe if you learn it from the stranger, you can get like this silenced variant, or like if you hold H and release, you know what I'm saying, it like further increases your concealment, right? So it's kind of like a more like selfish for yourself, you know, you're trying to hide yourself completely, right? But if you learn it from like the trainer, right, he'll tell you, yo, you can use this to hide other people, you know what I'm saying, in your Tacit. Or it can be vice versa, right? Maybe the stranger can teach you the version where like if you use and hold H while you have your Tacit out, all your allies in your Tacit are also invisible, right? So you have two paths. You either have the option where like you can basically make yourself a lot more less likely to be seen, or like the variant where like you can hide your teammates, right? Kind of have people pick and choose a path. And there can be other things too. I was also thinking about like something where like if you like hold H and release, you can basically like cover your weapon in Tacit, and it makes your like weapon invisible, like old obfuscation invisibility, which I know a lot of people had complaints about. So maybe again, if it was only like for a duration and you know took all your ether or whatever, you know, stuff like that. The balancing, we can worry about that a little bit later. But for the most part, just the idea of there being different paths, I think would be really interesting and would give a lot more to just, you know, people just going Ardor all the time, right? Ardor already got nerfed, but again, even Ardor can have its own path. Me and Ark were talking about a thing where like, you know, we were talking about the strange rarity and how it was like not worth it, but then we were talking about new events, and we talked about there being like some Legion NPC that teaches you Ardor. Maybe if you learn it from them, you get like a unique Ardor ability that can maybe apply it to your teammates around you, you know what I'm saying? Or you can, you know what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying, right? Maybe like an Ardor scream that buffs your teammates, XYZ, right? Same thing for Rhythm. Rhythm already has like a thing where like they can see people's health, but maybe there can be different rhythm paths that do X, Y, and Z. But yeah, that's pretty much like the entire point of the video. I just want to point out the fact that we have like a system here that's underutilized, and I think there could definitely be some more content for it that makes it a little bit more interesting and adds more build variety. So yeah, I'll be seeing you guys later, alright? Peace.